Greetings and welcome to TikTok Live here at Bloom from Within Love. Y'all know I go by Bloomy, and I hope you all are you're having a wonderful what's today? Monday. Mystic Miracle Mondays. I hope you guys are having a good start so far. And so today is going to be a general, a general collective reading. The title, if you can see, it said Karmicville Tarot Reading. Karmicville Tarot Reading. So, by popular demand, I am here to provide sort of a unique karmic update on the general collective that I'm channeling for regarding anyone that was in your life that was karmic in nature or due to some type of karmic energy or karmic ties. Were karmic in your life. And so this is it's a specific group of people I'm channeling for. So it may not resonate with you. It may not be for you today. It's not going to resonate with everybody. So please just take what does, okay? Set your intention to amplify probability of me tapping into your storyline, because it is a free general collective reading. This is absolutely free. It is general, it's collective, and it's for a group of collective that has been asking and requesting and that I'm channeling for regarding a karmic update. In other words, what's going on in the lives of these individuals that you are connected to. You may still feel their energy. There may be residual emotions, yada yada. And so it's to get a gauge of what's going on in their worlds right now. In some cases, some of the karma maybe that they're experiencing. And then towards the end, we are going to get, of course, the good old famous, by popular demand, initials, okay, of possible the individuals that you are dealing with. Okay, so that is what we're doing. We're going to get the romance angels also at the end. We're going to get in the shadows in terms of what they want to say to you that they're not saying. So we'll tap into that. And of course, we'll get your guidance, romance angels, in terms of, what you should do or not do, right? In many cases, what you should do or not do. Okay. So I invite you just to get comfortable and cozy. Thank you all for coming in and joining, those of you that are coming in. So today I'm not going to engage as much, you guys, but I don't want you guys to take offense, okay? Those of you who are here for the high vibe reasons, I appreciate you very much, okay, for coming in and just taking out your time to hear the reading and see what it could provide for you. For those of you who do send like the diamonds and the gifts, I just want to say thank you in advance. I appreciate you, but just do know that when I come on live, it's not something I'm requiring, okay? You guys hear me say something like for personals. Now that's another story. When you want something individualized, critiqued specifically for you, I do have information where you can contact me, okay? But I'm not asking, I don't require, this is a free reading. It is a free general collective reading, okay? If you feel guided to send a gift or a diamond, thank you. To all of you who come in and, you send out your positive vibes to me, I want to acknowledge you. I appreciate that. Those who are kind, benevolent, and loving, and evolved, I'm saying, those who have open minds, I just, I want to acknowledge you. And yes, this is a free reading. It's a general free collective reading regarding Karmicville, okay? Individuals that were karmic in your life, to get an update of what's going on, to hear some messages from them to you, as well as the romance angels guidance, okay, for you towards the end. If you want a personal reading, you can go onto the TikTok profile, and under there, there should be my information there. You can text me, or email me, okay? And make sure you identify yourself, who you are and what you want, of course. And if you're concerned about your privacy, then I highly recommend that you either create an email or a Google phone number if you're a type of person that has concerns about privacy, okay? Which I can respect. I get it. I got tons of cyber stalkers and but that's the name of the game when you're in this kind of an industry, and on this kind of a platform. So it is what it is. But I do respect those who are trying to, keep, their identities to themselves due to whatever, right? Okie dokie, enough of the chit chat. I don't have on any music today. It's just going to be my voice. I don't have on no rain sounds. We're just going to jump right into it, okay? If I have any moderators to come on, if you're able to see anything, please feel free to do, what I'm saying, whatever you feel you need to do in terms of any inappropriate disrespect or dialogue here. If not, you don't see it, don't even worry about it. I just want to tell all of you that are here for the high vibe reasons, just ignore ignorance that may or may not come, okay? I apologize to you all for those, lower vibrational types of individuals or dialogues that come in. I'm sorry, for those of you that are here for the high vibe reasons, and, just don't even engage, okay? Don't even acknowledge, don't even, because we just don't even want to feed that, right? All right, somebody said, hey girl, is my nephew in peace? Oh, somebody said, is my nephew in peace? I don't know who said that. Hey y'all, hey. I'm gonna give me a little sippy sip of my green smoothie here, y'all. You heard me? No, I'm just playing. All right, guys. Y'all know me. I can talk light team. Please assist me here to let's try to make this as quick as possible today, team. Please and thank you. So I could just go on about my daily duties and tasks here. You guys take a nice deep breath, get comfortable and cozy, set your intentions. Light team, I evoke the violet fire. I call in circle of love, light, protection, reflection, the highest frequencies of a benevolence, love and light only. May my intentions be amplified. May my soul energy and high heart energy be amplified, radiate, and dominate this space, this reading, my energy fields. In the name of love and all that is true and good and just and right and fair, for the collective that I am channeling for today by popular demand, those who want to know what's going on in Karmicville. I'm already starting the channel already. That's crazy. Whoa, Karmicville. Individuals that were karmic in their life, whether it was a love, romantic dynamic, a friendship, a roommate, a co-worker, a family member, a sibling, a child, whatever the dynamic, but it's for the collective I'm channeling for regarding Karmicville. Some of the karmas, the things that are going on, and then the unspoken messages that these individuals may want to say or wanted to say or don't have the courage to say, with the intention of alchemizing, releasing, disintegrating, cutting cords, clearing energy, and providing some kind of a release and healing and closure to my collectives that are looking for that. May all individuals be well, even those that are in Karmicville. May they be well, may they be well, may they be well, may they all learn their lessons. May they all come to their higher truth. May they all come to their higher light. May they all somehow, some way in accordance with their own higher wisdom, somehow, some way surrender, somehow, some way begin the journey of the inner healing, and to begin to alchemize all of the lower density and the toxicity that has created the reason in which it is Karmicville. Please, 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 and thank you. Whew. All right, you guys. I'm already channeling, so I can sense and feel already whoever these individuals are. Some of them are in a lot of fear, a lot of anxiety. I didn't feel this way before I came on camera. I was in my zen. I was in my meditative state. So it's not my energy. Okay. I'm very comfortable with speaking, so I'm not one that gets nervous, you know, when it's time to come on camera or speak. So I'm channeling the individuals that you all have on your mind, the collective that I'm reading for, okay? These individuals are in a lot of fear, a lot of anxiety, a lot of worry and stress. And I haven't even gotten the cards yet, but I started feeling the energy as soon as I came on camera and started talking. Wow. That's why I said that little prayer. Because you guys hear me do this song, right? You guys have heard, if you followed me long enough, you have heard me play around, because I can get down home and kind of raunchy and urban. You know, I have my way of doing that. Hell, I'm from California. You know what I'm saying? But I do that to kind of like, you know, make the readings more true to life and more relatable to the collectives that I channel. Okay. And I be clowning sometime, right? And I think that, you know, these individuals that y'all, you know, that's the individuals that are living in Karmicville right now. And I said there's a lot of fear and anxiety. And that song that you guys hear me sing when I'm being funny and saucy, right? I'm going to sing it. And I think this is why that they feel this way. I'm going to sing this song because I think they know. Okay? I think the majority of them understand and know what they're sitting in. Okay? So I'm going to sing my song. 1, 2, karma's coming for you. 3, 4, you can't hide no more. 5, 6, your prayers and spells won't fix. 7, 8, you will always be too late. 9, 10, you'll never sleep or win again. And I say, you know, when I'm being all raunchy and funny and sarcastic, right, I'm singing it like, okay, it comes to us all at some point when we don't get our shit together, right? If we don't alchemize and surrender and do the process and yada, yada, right? Some of them are aware. Not all of them. For a small percentage of you, maybe 40%, actually they're probably going through some kind of awakening. I want to see what cards are going to come out here in a minute. Something has happened. And so some of them are aware, like, oh my God, like I'm going through this, I'm sitting in this, it's karma. Right? And karma is just simply cause and effect. Okay? And in some cases, you know, the severity level of karma really just depends on what you've done, how long you've done it, and how long you've resisted clearing it up. That's all that's about. Okay? Just want to add that. And even these individuals that are in Karmicville, just like you and I or anybody else, they do have opportunity, you guys. They do have opportunity to get help or to make it right, make amends, to clear it. It's their willful choice of that resistance that keeps some of them in the karmic veil. It's not because it's old doom and gloom, because, oh, they're the wretched. It's because of their choice. Some of them, their free will choice to ignore the higher guidance that have been trying to come in to assist them. Whether it be, they refuse to let go of karmic attachments and their guidance have been trying to tell them to. So by default, then they keep in karmic veil cycles. Whether it be because they cease to stop attacking someone that's aligned to their divinity, which comes with a higher penalty. It's not because that person is super all that. It's because that person is in alignment with their divinity. When people surrender to their divinity and they're operating in benevolence, then the things that people do to that person, the karmic repercussion, if you will, starts to increase slowly with severity. The universe will step in. Source will step in. Archangels, ascended masters, all these higher frequency energies will start stepping in to intervene, but it's all in the name of love. So even as they're in karmicville, it's really intended, the love energy of that is, it's so that hopefully some of them will begin their awakening. And then if they choose not to, that is their choice. Okay, I do want to say that because I'm always clowning. I do that because we all have emotions and feelings. You know what I'm saying? We are having a human experience. None of us are perfect. And but it's really about your intentions, soul lessons, your degree of surrender. That's the make or break. To be quite honest, beautiful souls. Nobody's perfect. But the chances are the individuals that's on your mind that's in karmicville, it's not to say that you were perfect or you had, it's not implying that you are perfect or that you had no wrong in you or that you didn't do anything. That's not the implication again. It's intention, ascension, surrender. Some people went into things with ill intent. Their severity of karma is hard because their intention was never good. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Versus someone that just simply did something wrong one time and now they're trying to find a way to clear it up and make an amends. You understand what I'm saying? Totally different. That's why I'm saying it's not about perfection. It's not about somebody being better than the other. But there are individuals who have chosen, which is usually the collective body that I channel for, okay? They have chosen to surrender to their higher paths. They have chosen to surrender to their divinity. They have chosen to do inner work. They have chosen a higher path. When I say higher, I mean higher vibrational, more benevolent in nature, under the leadership of their higher self. They've chosen it. And there's learning curves for those who choose that. That's where grace comes. But there's a protection. It's not that they're perfect. It's because of their purity of heart, their surrender. They may not do everything right. They may, have up and down emotions and feelings like everybody else. They're in a human body, right? But they, through their surrender and doing this inner work, this inner child work, this healing, this ascension, their heart, they don't go into things to exploit individuals. They don't go into things heartless. Their heart chakras are open. Many of the people that are remaining in Karmicville that's on your mind is because most of them, their heart chakras are closed, first and foremost. They have trauma, whether they are acknowledging this or not, that has caused them to think and feel and act and behave in the ways in which they do. And their refusal keeps them in Karmicville. And what I mean by that is, and I'll get into the reading. I know some of y'all say, lady, do the cards. Okay, I'm going to do the cards. Okay, but I'm channeling. Okay, I'm channeling right now. So, you know, they stay in Karmicville, you guys, because, like I said, the resistance. But what that really looks like, if you want to know in 3D, it simply means that they're just going round for round. They have all of these new beginnings, these new starts, these new situations, these new people, these new whatever. And it always looks on a surface a certain way, but it always go full circle quick. Because they have not retained their lessons. They just jump from situation to situation. They just jump from person to person. They just jump from relationship to relationship. They just jump, thinking that that's going to be the better thing, that's going to, where they're going to get their happiness, that it's going to be better this time, but they have failed to do the inner work. They have karma following them, trails that are following them. And when they stay addicted to karmic energy, then they are just recreating those loops, being overly shallow, being overly surface and materialistic. That is a surefire way to end up in some kind of a karmic dynamic. Surefire. Choosing something or someone based on money, choosing something or someone based on looks, choosing something or someone based on sex, choosing something, when it's based on that devil energy, which is considered the devil energy in its low vibration, toxic, codependent, lust driven, right? No heart, no soul energy. It's all, and a lot of these individuals are there because of it. Some are here because of how they just treated you straight up. And, for those of you that were aligning to that divinity and you were nothing but angelic in nature towards these people. And when I say angelic, I just simply means pure of heart. And they, some of them really did you some kind of way. And they're currently sitting heavy. I can feel it. I feel their energy. They try to, portray to the world, and, because a lot of them have a whole lot of pride. Typically, that's at the root of anybody staying in a karmic energy. A lot of pride, a lot of egotism, a lot of arrogance, a lot of pretension, a lot of stubbornness. And that's based in fear. It's all fear. So if you're hurting, my intention is that with this reading, somehow, that's why I said my little mantra prayer, when I came on, is that not only do you get the information, which is great, because sometimes this is the only ways in which you get truth or clarity and information, because people are masterminds at in the 3D, they're masterminds at being sneaky, especially if they're narcissistic. So they have mastered the world of manipulation. They have mastered illusions and delusions. They have mastered, trying to keep up a facade and an image in the 3D world to a degree. Some of that is starting to come down too. So sometimes these are the tools and energetic ways in which you get to the roots of things, right? I highly recommend, and I'm going to shut up here and get into the reading, you guys. For those of you who are starting to date and you're putting yourself back out there, you went through your healing, you're living your life again, right? Now take it as it resonates. If your guidance don't concur this, then don't worry about it. But I highly recommend that you blend your heart energy with your intellect energy when it comes to your approach to dating. And I also recommend that since we are in 2021, I know it's kind of, it takes the mystery out of things, but if you have access, I highly recommend that, you get the basic information in terms of that person's name, their date of birth, and that you do a background check, that you access Hall of Records, public records, and not for judgment, but just so that that you've done your due diligence in a way in terms of who is this person and are they presenting as such? Because you can access that. I mean, there's certain information that is deemed public. So if someone has gotten married, if someone has passed away even, for those of you who, may be concerned about that, somebody that you haven't been in contact, what I'm saying, you can do that, but in terms of dating, their background, who are they? And then, of course, you'll still continue to get to know them. But at least, let's say you do this early on before you start having sex, before you start talking about y'all so deep and connected and all that stuff, right? If you've done that, at least like, okay, you did a background check. And if the M Alpha is married, you'll know. At least if they're married in their real name, because some of them, some twisted motherfuckers. I'll just say that they'll, I'm saying, the slight of the letter a little bit, the slight of the date of birth a little bit, Yeah. Of course, do your due diligence social media, but again, that's kind of limited because people are very skilled at having multiple accounts. There are privacy settings on these accounts. They have multiple, incognito accounts. Some have situations where they are dealing with people that are very weak in nature and low vibrational that allows them to, portray themselves as single when they're not. By convincing that, we don't need to do that. I dated a few people back in the day in my past that had a very convincing argument, and this is going to probably save some of you. Playbook, narcissistic playbook. I dated an individual a long time ago that said, we don't need to put our relationship status in social media because first of all, we don't want everybody in our business. Second of all, you don't want to draw attention to the haters. Third of all, what if there was no such thing as social media? That was their argument. Sounds convincing, doesn't it? It also makes sense, doesn't it? To a degree. To a degree, it makes sense. Of course, you don't want to do these things right away. You don't go as soon as you go on a date and now your status change, not that kind of shit. But if you have invested and the communication between the two of you we are in a committed relationship. We are engaged, right? What is there to hide? If you don't have a lot of skeletons in your closet, you're not concerned about any exes or haters coming at you because you're living in the up and up, even if they come. You're living in the up and up if they come, right? and you're strong enough in your character for all of the people that are so low vibrational, they only come around and get interested when they see that you is in a relationship, because they want to have access to you, right? If you're strong enough in your character, you can handle that. Like, I'm not going to be swayed by exes and motherfuckers coming around because they just want to keep access to me, or they see that I'm moving on, or they see that I have a relationship. So these are red flags, beautiful souls. And when you get to that, remember that, okay? Their incessant refusal, them not showing up on your social media, but they show up on everybody else's social media, these are also other red flags. Okay? Why are they secretive? Why are they hiding? Why are they, you understand what I'm saying? Why are they validating everywhere else? Like, you got to pay attention to that. And then people who claim they don't have social media, there's your other red flag. Oh, I don't have social media. I don't believe in that. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what's wrong with the world today. No, what's wrong with the world today is MFers that are not authentic, are not sincere, got shit to hide. Right? Let's do it. Light team, thank you. I have given the channel messages. Woo! Yes, this is a reading for those of you who are coming in. It is a general, free, collective. Somebody said, I agree. Right? I know what you were saying. So what I was saying about what the real issue is. People aren't on the up and up. People aren't sincere. They're not authentic. And that's one of the reasons why they hide from social media. Or they create fake profiles. You know what I'm saying? Like, not as themselves. Names and pictures or whatever that's not as themselves, right? Somebody said, let's go. Right? Okay. Whoever that is. I'm fencing to roll. I'm fencing too. She's cute. All right. Light team. Let's go. Let's do it. Karmic Veil Tarot reading. For those who are on the mind of the collective, no matter what type of relationship that is or was, what kind of spread do we got, team? Help me out. Karmic Veil. What's going on? The individuals on the mind of the collective. What's going on in Karmic Veil? What's going on in Karmic Veil? What's going on in Karmic Veil? Light. Violet Fire. What's going on in Karmic Veil? Light. Light team, thank you. Amplify my intentions. There it is. Y'all can't hide. Expectation. Despair. Family room. Oh boy. To the hell. Ooh, bottom of the deck. Courtship. Karmic Veil. Ooh, some of them are going through breakups. Some of them have been cheated on, like they cheated on you. Some of them have been left for other lovers. Some of them lost their jobs. Some of them, the people that they were dealing with have an unsavory occupation. And when I say unsavory, what I mean is that, you know, by hook or crook, by, hoeing, yeah. Some of the people that are on your mind have been taken advantage of in a way. Somebody ganked their wealth, probably all their unemployment. for those that was on unemployment or whatever their income was. Bamboozled. Okay. All right, team. Straight away, despair, expectation, family room. There is some kind of disruption going on in the home life, in their relationships in some way. Okay. Some may be expecting a baby that they don't want, or they're being told that they're gonna have a baby by somebody. I don't know if it's legit yet, though. I don't know if it's legit yet. All right, let's see. Let's do it. Let's get some tarot on this. All right, light team, help me out. Let's get to it. Let's get it going. What is this about? Karmicville. Karmicville. I just saw the Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So some of them are experiencing betrayals, going through some type of endings. Karmicville. Yeah, some of them are feeling stuck. I just saw the Eight of Swords. That's air energy. Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. You may be dealing with an air sign. Here's the moon. Oh, yep. Fears. Like I said, I felt fear and anxiety. And it's just confirmed right now as I'm shuffling. Fears. Yep. Five of Cups. Look. Five of Cups. Despair. 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 That's confirmed. That's water energy. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Some of them, it's due to sex. I saw the Ace of Wands. Now they're in Hanged Man mode. All right. King of Swords. Here's Justice. I told y'all, this confirms this reading. Welcome to Karmicville. This is Justice. Told you guys. And many of them, they know it, or they're starting to figure it out, even if they're not saying nothing. It's actually making them feel stuck. For some of them, their awareness to it is making them feel like they're stuck. It's a self-imposed imprisonment of the mind. Eight of Swords. They feel like it. Like, in other words, I made my bed, I got a lie in it. Or if I try to do anything else, it's just going to end up getting me one way or the other. Ten of Swords again. Due to a commitment. Here's the Hierophant. It's due to some kind of a commitment. Family room. This could be an official commitment. It can be a marriage. It can be some kind of a karmic contract. It can, anything. And it can be anybody. But it's something to do with that. Maybe they chose the wrong commitment. They chose the wrong partner. They married the wrong person because they were always seeking other options with the Seven of Cups, sparkly, shiny things, like I discussed in the channeling message. Always looking, opportunistic energy, shallow, surface, superficial, egotistical. And now here's death. Something has been brought to an end. So they're dealing with some betrayals. They're dealing with endings. All right, let's do it. Karmicville Tarot Oracle reading. Those that are on the Mind of Collective, I'm channeling for despair. Look, like I said, okay, Seven of Cups flipped out now and it came in reverse, okay? So many of them are feeling like, it may not be true, but they may be feeling like they're losing options. Seven of Cups in the upright is someone who have lots of options, even though a lot of them are like a poisonous snake, a scorpion, and all kinds of shit, right? But this is what got most of these individuals in trouble to begin with, because they had a whole lot of options and they were always seeking other options. They were always seeking, you know, for the shinier, sparkly things. They were always seeking for the most monetary gain, you know, at any expense, what things looked like, right? Pleasure seeking. Okay, they were always doing that, but they're now in despair about it for some reason because Seven of Cups is in reverse. So maybe they are losing options, or either if they're not losing options, because here's the Death card again at the bottom of the deck. So either they're losing options quickly. Oh gosh, because here's the Chariot. They're starting to lose options quickly. Chariot next to Death. Okay, some of them are losing money because now we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so some of them are in despair about, they're quickly losing money behind these karmic connections or contracts or agreements or marriages, behind these secrets with this High Priestess, behind people that they held on to in secret with this Four of Pentacles, behind being a King of Wands in reverse, very promiscuous and fast and loose, going in the wrong direction with this Three of Wands fire energy, working on things, doing magic, working on things with this Eight of Pentacles, working on things with the wrong people, trying to produce happiness, ending up in Three of Swords, which is Justice. Karmicville Tarot Oracle for the collective I'm channeling for expectation. Dang. Ooh. Queen of Pentacles. Here's the Knight. That wanted to come out. Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords. Hold on. Ooh, wait. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay. Hold on. Expectation, Queen of Pentacles. They're experiencing some major karma and bad luck with whoever this Queen of Pentacles is. Okay, and if it's a karmic situation, a karmic Queen of Pentacles, she's also equally shallow, surface, and superficial, and is all about the money and, things like that. So with this Knight in the middle, they've received some kind of communication. Something has happened, some kind of a bad luck regarding a feminine energy, regarding a feminine. Okay. In some cases, for some of you, you can be represented as this Queen of Pentacles, a feminine energy, even if you're a guy, and that their karma is that, they want another chance or something. They were expecting another chance. They wanted another chance, or they want to reconnect on some level. But, luck is not in their favor with this Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And some of them are starting to see that. For some of you, and for others of you, it's due to the karmic connections that they have. They're experiencing a lot of bad luck, but they're wanting to come from being left out in the cold with this Five of Pentacles in reverse. They want that. They want a new beginning, but here's the Two of Cups in reverse. They feel like you, whether this is a lover, friend, family, whatever, that you've already, you've walked away, you're done, that you don't love no more, you don't want the connection anymore. And it could possibly be because they did this to you. They ghosted you, right? Thinking that they were going towards their happy with another choice, right? And it was based on lust and immaturity with this Page of Wands here. Yep, and there's the Knight of Wands. Like I said, many of them are aware. Wow. All right. Ooh-wee. Okay, well, I don't know what to say, team. This is a karmic reading. Karmicville Tarot Oracle reading. What is family room? What's family room like, team? Page of Pentacles flew over to despair and Seven of Cups in reverse, and it is in reverse. So Earth energy is here now. So we have water, air, and earth. So far, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, but it came out in reverse on family room. So like I said, there's been a disconnect, some kind of disconnection, no communication. Okay. In the upright, the Page of Pentacles would be more about communication and offer messages, right? In reverse, it's like somebody has, there's some kind of a disruption, whether it be in communication, in an offer, in an actual relationship, because some of them are literally going through some kind of endings, right? Okay. Ooh, let's get some secret. Oh, Lordy. From one of my interesting decks here to get a little bit more. Ooh-wee. Okie dokie. Light team. Okay. Some of their cases, maybe they're just upset that they lost you as an option, right? With that Despair and Seven of Cups as one of their cups. And the problem with that is, if you were the divine feminine or divine masculine energy, the problem with that is you were never an option to begin with. And that's where they fucked up. That's where they fucked up to start. You were never an option. They tried to make you an option. You know what I'm saying? They tried to make you a third party, but they had shit twisted. For those of you, if it's about love. Okay. All right, light team. What are the hidden messages regarding what is going on in Karmicville here? What is this Despair and Seven of Cups representing? What is this Despair and Seven of Cups in reverse representing? What is Despair, Seven of Cups in reverse? Light. Light. What is Despair? And there it is. Wow. It says, the reason you lock yourself in the bathroom sometimes. Wow. Okay, so this is despair. Whatever is happening, they are in major regret. They're like going into recluse mode. They're upset, you know what I'm saying, at whatever happened either between you and them, or if it's not just about what happened between you and them, it's about the karma that they have, encountered and dealt with and lived with. And in some cases, just their decisions that have kept them in Karmicville. And so like they feel like they just want to lock themselves in the bathroom. They're done. Wow. What's the expectation? Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of, okay. Oh, Lord. I'm not wearing any underwear. So, hold on. So remember how I said, for some of you, it's about another person. So whatever karmic energies that they're connected to, something is happening with that, and it's something to do, what I'm picking up is sex. It's something to do that happened with sex, with cheating, with pregnancy scares or fake pregnancy scares. Somebody practicing sex magic on them and like using that to keep them in the karmic energies, to keep them clouded. Somebody that seduces and entices, either, with their body, or it could be your person that did that, and it has caused like some kind of a drama connected to a feminine energy, a Queen of Pentacles. Some kind of a harsh communication about somebody cheating, some kind of a harsh communication maybe about so-called pregnancy or fake pregnancy, or somebody baby ain't theirs, and some crazy shiznit. Oh, Lord. At the bottom, we got Viva la Revolution. For me, that's either death and transformation card or tower. Everything is being knocked down. Revolution, right? Now, I hope that this is more metaphorically, but maybe some of them have experienced loss, of people in their lives, like literal, because it says, you killed my father, prepare to die. So somebody could have taken ill in their family or something as a result of all of this toxicity, or, as a result of all this drama or whatever. Some of them may be blaming you wrongly. You know what I'm saying? Because they are associating it to maybe once you were not in their lives anymore or whatever, then it seems like all this stuff happened. But that's because they're refusing to learn their lessons or do that inner work. It's easier to project out, right? And it could have very well been, due to some kind of a drama, or the person could have just been ill. You know what I'm saying? Life happens. If the person was elderly, chances are they had ailments and, something may have just taken them over. But the individuals that are on your mind, from their perspective, they're blaming somebody, okay? Whether they may be blaming the karmic individual here, or, they may be blaming you. Oh, wow, look at this. It says, when they have fucked up your whole life, so it's hard to feel bad for them. So, ooh. Okay. Ooh. Okay. All I'm going to say with this one right here, though, this may be, you know what I'm saying, and the things that you've gone through, and you're like, it's hard to feel bad, Though I'm human, it's hard to feel bad because they came with that fuck shit. It's hard for me to feel bad. Like, what do you expect? You treated me like, shit. I'm supposed to feel bad? This might be your energy, but many of them are also feeling this way by the choices they made, like the people that they've connected to, their family. Some of them are in a blame victim energy when they have fucked up your whole life, so it's hard to feel bad. They may be blaming their parents. They may be blaming their children. They may even be blaming the very people that they chose over you, oddly enough. It's like, but you chose that, though. Like, you chose it. And as I just sung earlier, 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. Here's my karma card. They know it. They're sitting in it. Okay. And as I said, some of them are dealing with pregnancy scares. It says, unfortunately, children are the future. So some of them may literally be expecting babies that they don't want, or at least they're being given a scare of it. Or hell, some of them are dealing with people that's so fast and loose, they got pregnant, but the baby ain't theirs. But they don't know that, and they're dealing with it, though. Wow. They're having a hard time staying present, so they're trying to escape. Wow. Whew, okay. All connected to this queen, this feminine energy here. Ooh-wee. It's from being too fast and loose. When I see this particular night, it just reminds me of recklessness. Just being fast and loose. Yeah. Lordy. Okay. What about family room, light team? Family room and the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Family room and the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Oops. Family room and the Page of... I told you, Tower, Viva la Revolution. The Death card or the Tower card. Wow. Something hit. And then we had a talk about boundaries. That's in reverse. Okay. So it was due to a lack of healthy boundaries. It was due to, there's no healthy boundaries in their lives. They don't stand up for themselves. They don't respect boundaries. People aren't respecting their boundaries. Wow. Wow. Some of them feel like somebody's ruining their life. Okay. They may, blame you and you didn't do nothing. You just stood your ground and went on with your life and just refused to continue to participate in the circus, the shit show, right? Some of them may be blaming you, but that's, they're in the energy of feeling like, whether it's this person, this karmics, their surroundings, their friends, or whoever, like they're ruining their life. But it was due to their choice. Refusal to walk away from karmic toxic energy, refusing to end cycles, right? And in some cases, because of how they treated you, but then now they're blaming you, right? It's weird. Wow. Me when I'm drowning in a domestic hell. I told you there's something crazy going on in their relationships. Okay, some major toxicity. This is my life now. They feel stuck. I mentioned that earlier, that 8 of Swords. Okay, I told you some of them are losing money. Me looking at my bank statement after the holidays. So they're being hit in the pocket. Wow. Even love can't save them from their own fate. Wow. Because they're resisting, and at least they feel like love can't save them because they're resisting their own transformation, right? So they're stuck in Karmicville. Wow. Oh, wait, let me put this back. Hold on, you guys. Sorry. Okay. Ooh-wee. All right, light team. Let's get what's next? Okay, so their hidden messages, what they would want to say to you, right? That they didn't, they couldn't, they wouldn't, right? Hidden messages. And it may be from you to them or them to you, and I will interpret accordingly because this deck is kind of unique. So however it comes out and how I get the guidance, I'll interpret. But our intention is to get some hidden messages from them. And then we can, hey, put your message, your hidden message too. You know what I'm saying? Your unspoken message, right? Wow. Okay. All right, light team. For the collective, for those that are on their mind, the individuals that are in Karmicville represented in this reading, what's the hidden message for despair, 7 of Cups in reverse, and the reason you lock yourself in the bathroom? What's the unspoken message? What would they want to say? I know more than you think. What I'm picking up with that is, like I said earlier when I first came on, if you guys were here, many of them are fully aware that they are in Karmicville, and they're aware that what they're experiencing is due to their own behavior and their own choices. They're aware. For some of you, this is actually you, where you're sending a message in your own way, like maybe that was never said, or maybe you did say it towards the ending of connections, like, I know more than you think I do. You're hiding, you're lying, and you think I don't know. But I know more than you think I do. I know that you were scoring everybody on the job. I know that you screwed people that I probably know. I know. I know. I know that you gossip. I know that you ran my name through the dirt. I'm aware. I know. But they didn't think you did. Okay? And for others, like I said, they're now aware that it's due to their own behavior. And that's why they have the feeling of, I want to lock myself in the bathroom. Okay, light team, expectation, Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, and I'm not wearing any underwear. What do they want to say? So, I fantasize about you? Okay, so some of them are still fantasizing about you. It fell actually over on the family room, right? So whatever's happened over there, you know, maybe it's caused them to fantasize about you and think about you. Maybe some of them want to have sex because, you know, I'm not wearing any underwear, you know, for some of you. All right, light team, what's family room, Viva la Revolution, and Page of Pentacles reverse? I wish you would come back. Well, that makes sense. I fantasize about you, and I wish you'd come back. Well, I pretend that I don't care. I pretend that I don't care. Wow. Like I said, many of them, you know, they're in despair. They know. They know. And it was behind this courtship, you know, they went down these paths. Light team, can I get something on the courtship? What would they want to say about that courtship card at the bottom of the deck? Oh, wow. I'm sorry. Whoa. I'm sorry. I pretend you don't mean that much. So some of them want to say they sorry that they didn't court you properly. And some of them want to say they're sorry that they chose someone else. Wow. So they pretend that you don't mean much. Some of them realize that they do need to focus on their healing. Some of them, you know that they're watching you. Many of you are highly intuitive, so you know they're watching in some kind of way. They haven't come forward because they fear that you will reject them, and some of y'all are probably saying, well, welcome to, you know, life. You know, that's, you know, they did all that shit. It's kind of the price you pay. But, you know, that's a part of it. Some of them feel like, okay, you know, they never said this, but maybe they got into something with you and they never really looked at you. You know, they portrayed, they pretended, they played all these games, but, you know, it snuck up on them. They never looked at it, even if they were pretending. And now it's all hitting them. Right? They know that you see through them very easily. That's a part of their fear. They feel like that you're happy that it's over because of whatever, you know, happened. They know that you don't ever want to feel that way again. The way, you know, they made you feel or whatever happened. Some of them say they want to tell you so much, but what's conflicting, this is why they're in this Eight of Swords energy. What's conflicting, it says, I don't know what to say. I want to say so much, but I don't know what to say. So they're stuck. And their higher selves is saying, thank you for leaving. or holding back because maybe they're in a lot of toxic energy. Okay. They know that some of you all are waiting for an apology. Wow. It's deep. And they've done this before, you know. So many of you came to realize, like, this is this person's pattern. You know, they are prone to toxic energies. They are addicted to toxic energies and karmic connections. And they have a pattern of, you know, ping ponging between, you know, karmic things and healthy things. You know, they pray, they meditate, they ask the universe for something good and healthy. And when something good and healthy is presented to them, they screw it up and sabotage it. Because of their refusal to let go of toxic energies and their refusal to set up healthy boundaries with people that are in their lives that are influencing them in certain ways to stay attached to toxic energies or toxic behaviors. Yeah. All right. Well, let's move down to the what you call it? Romance angels. Jeez. And we're done. Let me see. And I can't see that. Man. I wish I could see the writing. I'm sorry, y'all. If any of you all are trying to reach out to me in terms of like anything personal, I will check my phone for a text message or email. And then in terms of how we exchange anything like, you know, dividends, right? That would be through Zelle, my Zelle bank account, or my PayPal, okay? If you're curious, my Zelle or my PayPal. Or, you know, I don't know how it's set up on TikTok. I don't believe you can give money on TikTok outside of like diamonds and coins and stuff. So, but yeah, those are the ways when it comes to like personal, anything individualized and personal. It would be through the phone number through Zelle that's listed on my profile page, and or emailing me. So if that's something you're interested in, of course, we will get into those details there, you know, once you decide that's what you want to do. It is secure, obviously, Bank of America, and PayPal, right? Okay. All right, light team. Whew. Boy, romance angels. Trying to make sure I have the cards the right way, because sometimes I don't. So let me make sure I start, and then we'll get it going. This is heavy, y'all. Oh, I'll get the initials. I haven't forgot. I almost can hear somebody say the initial. So we'll get the romance angels, and then we'll close it down with the possible first, middle, or last initial of the people that are on your mind, or maybe someone that's connected to them may show up, okay? And of course, your initials, since it is your reading, your initials could certainly show up as well, okay? And the way I do it is I gauge the energy. I go as long until my guides say okay, and then whatever has come out is what the letters are. And all that does is just amplify the probability that the reading is applying to you, okay? That's all it means. If the letters don't come up, it doesn't mean that everything don't apply. It just means that amplified are those letters, you know? Okay. Oh, all right, light team. Okay, so what's the message, team, for this despair? I know more than you think, yada, yada. What's the messages from romance angels for the collective? Wow. Wedding, flirt. Goodness. Wedding and flirt. Okay, so it says this situation involves marriage. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. So the message that's coming through for many of you is this is twofold. So they're in despair because they flirted, they got into temptation in a situation or a dynamic, and they flirted around with it that led to either a literal marriage. Some of them did, even if it's in secret, even if it's incognito. Some of them literally did that, or was always secretly married. Okay, that's some of their stories. They were always secretly married, but it's some kind of a weird dynamic where either that, like I said, that person that they're married to is very weak. They just basically let them do whatever they want, what I'm saying? Or that person is out of state, somewhere far from them, what I'm saying? There's something to that effect. Some of their cases is just simply, they're in despair that they didn't either tell you about this, or they're in despair that they got themselves in this. And then for a margin of you, they want this with you. And they're in despair that they did not, when they had the opportunity, that they didn't go down that path. They didn't take the time to really get to know you properly. They played way too many games, right? Now they know that, you feel like it's no longer safe to love them, and they didn't take it seriously, or they didn't feel safe to love for some reason because of past life connections that they had that they were not over, that they kept cycles going on with. But they do understand that they had a deeper soul connection with you. They get it now. But now, finance and career, but that was the problem. It was always about money that was affecting the connection. And they know, you feel like you didn't pay attention to the red flags. But now they feel like they didn't pay attention to the red flags because they were in their ego, and the things that led them astray had red flags all day long. And because of their ego and their superficiality and their shallowness and their vanity, they bypassed it. And they failed to give the relationship and connection with you a real solid chance. They know it. Now they feel like this could be the one. Now they feel like you could be the one for them. And they want to propose engagement. They know. They're not saying nothing, but they know. Light team, what is I fantasize about you? This expectation, the Queen of Pentacles, this Knight of Swords, yada, yada. Yep, honeymoon, I told you. Some of them want to get away with you. They wish they could escape with you. Okay, they fantasize about a honeymoon. Okay. Like I said, some of them want to have sex, or some of them just want calmer waters. But they know that you're trying to stay in an optimistic, positive energy. They know that you're learning to love yourself first, and you're gaining your self-respect. They know that they were a soulmate of yours. But now they know that you feel like it was no longer worth it. And the reason why they feel like that, because you now know that you deserve love. They know you deserve love. And they now know that they didn't really give you love. They know with religious factors in reverse, they regret allowing differences, whether it be your culture, your race, your belief systems, opinions and views, and those of others who influence them. They regret it because it's in reverse. They regret allowing that to influence the connection, differences of opinion. They regret refusing to free themselves from things of their past that was holding them back. They regret not expressing their love to you truly, truly. They regret not having sincere heart-to-heart conversation about what was really going on in their lives from the very beginning. Now they feel like, you have new love opportunities coming your way. And that's a part of their karmic veil, they feel. All right, light team, this is a heavy one. What is family room? I wish you would come back. Viva la. And again, this could be, you guys take this as a resonate. This could be a friendship. This could be a roommate. This could be, so if it ain't intimate or romantic in nature, it could be still about like partnerships or someone that was really, really close to you, and they're regretting either some kind of a choice or conduct or immoral behavior or something to that effect towards you. And they want to move into like calmer waters or, you know what I'm saying, things of that nature. So for those of you who you feel like it's not love or romantic base, then it still applies. It's just without the sexual nature added to it, right? Okay, what is I wish you would come back, family room? Page of Pentacles, I think in reverse over there. What is I wish you would come back, family? See, codependency, playfulness and codependency. See, whoever these individuals are, this family dynamic was a codependent situation. Whatever their situation was, their hookup, their, whatever. Hooking up with the baby mama, the baby daddy, the exes that took care of the kids, the family member of the ex that took care of the kids, the homies, whatever, okay? Friends, family, influences. They've had a tendency to stay stuck in codependent dynamics that were toxic because they stayed in a playful nature. They didn't want to, due to their pain or their trauma or whatever, they always wanted to stay in this playful nature. Playfulness is good, but when you stay stuck, it can create codependency on other people. And so since it came over here with family room, there was a codependent something that then went to the left, okay? Something just did not, it may had an appearance, but it just really did not turn out the way they thought. But it's their tendency to be codependent, and their light teams have been asking them and trying for a long time to get them to learn how to stand up and walk away from codependency. Whether it is they're relying on people to take care of them, and so they let these people tell them what to do and influence their decisions, whether, it's people who take care of their children, and because of that, they let them influence them and make their decisions, or they marry or they connect with people solely based on survival. Their teams have been asking them and trying to help them for a very long time, and they've refused it. This is why they are in Karmicville. This is why this tower, this death and transformation is going on over here. Okay. Yeah. Even codependency on you. Because look, here we go. Releasing the ex. And I just said it. They failed to release exes in their lives. They had too many unhealthy attachments, unhealthy connections, people that they were no longer with, but still had arrangements with, still screwing with, still would come around to have sex here and there, yeah. Or allowing exes that's pretending like they have moved on to have a say in their current relationships. That was very young and immature in nature. But see, that playfulness card explains it all. They didn't understand that is ill-advised. I don't care what they portray. Especially if that ex was with you a long time or you did some things to hurt them. They're going to want to always have access to you. They're going to lead you down the wrong path. They're not going to give you no healthy advice. Quite frankly, it ain't their damn business. They don't need to be in your relationship shit. And they didn't realize that. That's what caused them to lose you. They refuse to release exes. You released your ex. You released the person. And a part of them are sitting in karma and despair for it because you did. You released your ex. You said, I will not be a part of the circus. I will not be a part of the shit show. I will not be somebody's option. I will not play these games. I will not. Some of you still have romantic feelings for them. They have romantic feelings for you. But the thing is, you've already, released and moved on to new because you want new cycles. And you guys have come to realize that, hey, I can't make people heal, change, evolve, wake up, grow up, let go of shit. And so I'm not going to stay attached to people who want to stay attached to shit. I'm not going to stay attached to people who want to stay attached to toxicity. I'm not going to stay attached to people who don't know how to have an adult relationship. I'm not going to stay attached to people who don't have a mind and opinion of their own and that can't stand up for themselves or stand up for a relationship with me. I'm not going to stay attached to people who are addicted to D and M. I'm not going to stay attached to people who don't want to be honest and true about their sexuality. I'm not going to stay attached to people who run my name through the mud when they're in somebody else's presence, but then when they're in my presence, they act like I'm Miss America. I'm not going to stay attached to fake shit, no matter how much love is there. Because I want new. I want something new. Even if it's with an old person, I want new energy. I want someone that is capable of having an adult relationship, heart-to-heart conversations, that has the capacity to express their love and connect to their heart, that has the capacity to free themselves from toxic connections. And you're not going to accept nothing less. Many of you realize that these individuals had control issues. And that's another reason why the relationship ended. And some of them are coming to realize they do. Okay? Whew. All right, light team. What are the possible letters here? Initials of the individuals represented in this reading. Those that are in Karmicville, whether it be the ex-lovers, ex-family members, friends, or lovers of lovers, or exes of lovers. Whoever's involved. Here, possible first, middle, last initial. Please and thank you. Wow. Woo! This is a heavy one. I can feel this energy, man. I'm a showing up stage good. Oh boy, I see your last ex-love already. And new potential of interesting. So what that tells me is, like I said, some of them want reconciliation. They want to start over. They want to start anew with that honeymoon. At least that's what they want. They don't think they're going to get it because they are in Karmicville. And some of them realize why. Yeah, some of them feel like it's just, they did too much shit. That's what some of them like, I did way too much shit. And some of them are being blackmailed too, you guys, by the way. And the reason why I can say that is because when I was doing the tarot aspect, I kept seeing certain cards, like the Eight of Swords, and then it was the Eight of Swords, the Page of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, and there was something else that was next to it when I was doing like shuffling. And what that tells me is like some of them have done stuff and got themselves, while they're in despair, got themselves so caught up in some stuff with the wrong individuals that are very low vibrational, very weak, very desperate, very codependent, very arrogant and smug. And you know, the individual that's in despair may have said some things to them, or may have voiced that they wanted to be free. They may have voiced that they wanted to move on. They may have voiced that they wanted to end things or whatever. And these individuals, these karmic individuals, blackmailed or are blackmailing some of them, that if they do, if they leave, if they come towards you, if they contact you, that they're gonna release some kind of information that they're ashamed of, or that they're going to either release some information they're ashamed of, or make something like financially hard for them in some kind of way. In some kind of way. Like they got some kind of a dirt. They got some kind of dirt on some of these people, okay? And that's another reason why they feel stuck. Whew. All right, first, middle, last initial. Okay, C and B. I know who that is. Both of those initials, C and B, came out. Light. Ooh. Stranger, stalker. Okay, this shouldn't have been in here, but that just tells me that, you know, they're probably stalking you, that they're stalking you, or their exes or their girlfriends or boyfriends or whatever. They got, you know, somebody stalking you, or multiple people. Light team. K and a Z. Anything else, light team? W, S, M, and V. First, middle, last initials. Anything else, light team? Whew. Light. L, T. Anything else, light team? Whoa. M, I. Another M. Anything else, light team? K. Oh, another K. Anything else? Are we done? Dang. D, Y. Remember, your initials may show up as well because it's your reading. Anything else, light team? O and another S. First, middle, last name. Anything else? I think we're done. Are we done, team? Nope. E. Yeah. Anything else? E. M. Whoa. Jesus Christ. What is this? Ooh. A relative, family member, friend, and co-worker. Okay, what this is telling me is that some of the issues that happened in this whole dynamic was largely influenced by a relative, family member, friend, and or co-worker that interfered in the connection. C, N, S, G, J, M, can be masculines or feminines. Woo! Another B, O. Anything else, light team? Ooh, mystery mix. Ooh. I don't know why this be in here, and every time I get it, I'm like, why did I have this here? Wow, you guys, okay, so those are the possible initials. We got some prominent letters, so it's just amplifying the probability that many of you may be dealing with people with those initials, that where the letters are prominent. Sometimes, okay, key. Sometimes I'll see a hidden message, key. Maybe some of them are either they recently they left somewhere they lived, they moved. Key. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Hold on, you guys. Okay. Yeah, so far I just got all shit. Okay, I think I just saw it. Hold on. Hold the telephone, y'all. Hold the telephone. Oh shit, this is fencing to confirm what I said, I think. Hold on. All to the shit. Shit. Hold on. Hold up. BM. Blackmail. Blackmail. Like I said, blackmail. Being blackmailed. Blackmail. Ooh. Ooh. Because someone is mad. Someone is mad. So they're blackmailing. And look, as I just said that, look what I just saw. Your last ex's ex. Yep. Your last ex's ex is involved in some way, shape, form, or fashion. And blackmailing. Wow. And they're mad. Maybe, the persons that are on you guys' mind, maybe they, maybe they said something in anger and their frustration and stuff and fighting because there's some conflicts there. And so now that person is mad. Wow. Welcome to Karmicville, man. Karmicville tarot reading. Whew, okay. Well, those are the initials. I don't know if there's anything from source. Let's see here. Hold on, you guys. Like to, what you need to know and do for yourself kind of energy. Hold on. Whew. All right. Is there any positive, high vibrational, healing, loving messages for the collective I'm channeling for, and how they can proceed, or what they're being guided to, and where to find their closure or release, or just something in accordance to their higher heart here regarding, what came out in this reading for the collective that I'm channeling for regarding these individuals or this situation and what showed up in the reading, some kind of an advice, guidance, or what they need to know as they move forward. Advice, guidance, or what they need to know as they move forward. Advice, guidance, or what they need to know as they move forward. Advice, guidance, what they need to know as they move forward. Okay. Whew. Wow. See, many of them let pride get in the way. I just cut the deck, and that was a part of the issue and why this whole thing came to a demise. All right, what are the messages, light team? What do you need to release? So many of you, you know, if you're holding anything left in your heart or emotion or whatever, an attachment, a belief, possibly, okay, they're asking you to think about that. And then possibly the messages for them as well, like they're feeling stuck, but they're being asked to release something, okay? What's the messages, light team? Emotions are running high. Well, yeah, in Karmicville, of course, like, you know, they are going through a lot emotionally, and you may be feeling it, okay? Anything else? Well, the end of a tough cycle is approaching. So, you know, as it relates to house affecting you, you know, the full moon in Capricorn, you may be a Capricorn, or you may know a Capricorn, doesn't have to be, okay? But an end of a tough cycle is approaching. As it pertains to your end of things, is coming to a close, right? But for, you know, those that are in that Karmicville cycle, it's almost up to them based on what they're willing to deal with and release properly, okay? Whether or not they choose to, okay, determines whether or not that tough cycle can end for them, or they can sit in it a little bit longer. Conclusions are within reach. Okay, so it wanted to fall out in reverse, and so I feel like there's been a lot of stagnancy that was due to a lot of interference, a lot of wrong decisions, and they feel like they can never come to a conclusion, or the cycle just never ends, right? Full moon eclipse, but conclusions are within reach for those in Karmicville based on their surrender, based on their release, okay? For you all, end of the tough cycle, your conclusion is already here and within reach, okay? Because for you guys are being guided to hold on to your vision, okay? You can't do nothing about other people's decisions and choices here, okay? Your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus, so you may be dealing with a Taurus. We got full moon, super moon, full moon. Something may have happened in Taurus season, but it doesn't have to be, it doesn't matter. Okay, so for you all, you know, in terms of just moving forward in your life, you just need to make a plan. In terms of for those that are in this Karmicville, you know what I'm saying, if they so choose to, once they identify what they're being guided to release and making that practical plan to end these tough cycles to reach that conclusion, okay? Or just stay in and repeat. Yep, and this is confirming. What do you need to release? It's time to release negativity. Okay, so you clean your energy, you know, just do what you need to do on your end of things, face whatever inner work, shadow work, feelings, emotions, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Do whatever you need to on your part just to clear your own energy, okay? Releasing negativity, full moon, Scorpio, a lot of death and transformation. So also just clear your energy, your aura, you know what I'm saying, of stuff that they may be projecting. These people in Karmicville may be projecting towards you, may be wishing upon you. You don't have to be afraid. You know, if you're in alignment with your divinity, you're basically unfuckwittable, but you still want to take care of your energy because you'll still feel their stuff, okay? They're going through death and transformation. They're being guided, those that are in Karmicville, to deal. That's the thing. To deal with things, identify things, and think about things, and release things, and clear that negativity. Ended. Scorpio energy represents the death card in the majors. Okay? They're being asked and told basically like it's up to them. They're being asked to believe in the impossible, and so are you in terms of just moving forward in your life. See, they're stuck in their south node, and that's what I was saying. South node is the node that deals with your karma. Okay, past life karma. They're stuck in karmic energies, and they've allowed the past, the south node, karmic, the south node to hold them back. You didn't. You're being asked to not allow it. Don't let the south node hold you back, but so are they. Okay? See, they failed to show the world the real them. And this is why they couldn't reach those personal resolutions. It's not because it wasn't available. It's because they just stayed stuck to the past, the south node, karmic. All right, you guys. Take some time to breathe out. Right? Send yourself some love and light. You know, self-care, self-nurture, and then send these individuals some love and light. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna cost you nothing. You know what I mean? It stacks up good karma on your end. You know what I'm saying? In terms of not wishing them evil on you, even though they may be wishing it on you. You know what I'm saying? Not wishing evil on them, even though they may be wishing on you. Right? Because you're protected anyway. All right? All right, you guys, this concludes this reading. I hope that you guys got something out of this. All right, a Karmicville Tarot reading. They're going through it. They're going through major betrayals, death, transformations, rebirth. You know what I'm saying? But they're stuck. They're stubborn. A lot of them have a lot of ego issues. A lot of them have a lot of attachments that they're not letting go of. And in some cases, just habits. It's habits. It's addictions. It's, you know, drug and alcohol addictions. It's porn addictions. It's, you know, and then they're surrounded by people as well that are indulging in those things as well. So they have all this lower level toxic devil energy that, you know, they have chosen to be connected to, and this is why they are currently stuck in Toxicville. Now, where this reading is not romantic, again, individuals were stubborn and resistant to their change and transformation. They didn't treat you properly. They didn't communicate with you properly. Okay, they treated you as if, you know what I'm saying, you were of lesser value of sorts in some way. Okay, they thought they knew it all, some of these people, okay? Or they felt like you thought you knew it all, but it wasn't that. It's just that you have a lot of knowledge in things, okay? Some of them are fixated on you in unhealthy ways. It's due to their jealousy and envy with that fantasy there. Some of them wish you'll come back in terms of like people that you cut off that were like your friends and you just decided or whatever, you know what I'm saying, that you were done or it was too toxic. You know, they were codependent on your energy, or, you know what I'm saying, they just were very disruptive or immature in their communication in the home life. Maybe someone you lived with before with that family room. And, you know, and I'm only pointing this out because it's not all romance for everybody, but it is partnerships. It is connections, okay? Things that were close, okay? I'm getting so many downloads. God. Work affairs or people that they were working with. Wow, that secretly was jealous of you and didn't like you. So they led them astray on purpose. Like, it's some crazy shit. I'm getting some crazy shit. And they were not wise enough to see that. Like, motherfucker, that the hoe don't like your girl. They gon' entice you and lead you astray. Hello. They can pretend and smile all day like they ain't got a problem with them. They don't like your girl. You know what I'm saying? Period, straight up. They gonna try to set you up. Set up, you know what I'm saying? Or those that low-key got a crush, you know what I'm saying? Man crushes and shit. The homies that like them. You know what I'm saying? Like all kind of stuff. Yeah. Or the miserable fucks, you know what I'm saying, that equally stay with their parents and everybody else, you know what I'm saying, and ain't got nothing real going on. Yeah, they're going to lead you astray. It's sad. You know what I'm saying? When they see someone that has people that come into their life that really care for them, that be making people jealous. They wish somebody would make them a damn smoothie and shiznit. You know what I'm saying? While they acting like and trying to whisper in your ear. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you can do better. Man, them motherfuckers will give $1 million to have. And see, and these people, they didn't get it. They didn't get it. But they do now. The many people that they thought were they ride or dies, they ace boon coons, the people who they grew up with, known since they were 4, the people who was, with them since their children were 3 and 4, you know what I'm saying? All these different dynamics, they thought these individuals had their best interest at heart, but really it was self-serving. And they're finding this out now. It's called Karmaville. Some of these people just wanted these folks' money. And it don't mean like these people were rich or anything like that. It could have just been their resources. Maybe they got this big old bonus unemployment check and some shiznit, right? Or back when the stimulus is, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Just wanted that, period, straight, just show enough. They just wanted that. So they used the sex magic. They sold pipe dreams. They, you know what I'm saying? All kinds of stuffs to entice people. Yeah. It's sad, you guys. But listen, those of you who are on this higher vibrational side of this story that I'm channeling for, you got all this good stuff coming to you regardless. The cycles are ending for you. You've already let go. You've already come to terms and grips, and you're being reminded about that, and you realize that you can't, it's not for you to try to coerce, convince, heal or fix anybody. That's not what love is. They have to choose their own way. And they have a right to, even if it means for the rest of their life, they end up living in Karmaville. They still have a right to that. You just want to make sure that you don't tie yourself up. You learn your own lessons and don't connect yourself and tie yourself up with people who are hell-bent on being karmic and practicing dark stuff and spooky weird shit, towards people instead of being authentic, sincere, and doing things in the upright, higher vibrational way. Right? That manipulative magician energy. Instead of doing things the right way, instead of owning things, owning up, dealing with shit. Right? It's not for you to get entangled with, but at least you all know, I hope this provides some kind of a clarity and closure in terms of the stories and the messes that some of these people have gotten themselves entangled in, and even why the dynamics with you may have went down a certain way, and, closure as to how they feel and things that they never said. I'm sorry. Okay? Things that you may never hear these people say. This is for you, okay? My intention, even before I came on camera and did the meditation, was that at the end of the day, even though, we get our kicks off of getting the information or whatever to some extent, but it's not about that. That somehow, whoever these readings were for today, that they find it. They find that closure, that people that are toxic, they never provide the people that they go in and out of their lives because they are toxic. Okay? Okay? They're sorry. It's not for you to feel sorry for them because they're sorry. It's not for you to once again start tolerating bullshit and start a whole nother karmic cycle. It's just to provide you that closure. And if you were wondering if they think about you, yeah, they do. But we saw in the spread that they fake. They pretend like they don't. They portray to everybody that they don't care, they're not into you, they don't think about you, right? And they are doing that because some of these individuals talk so dirty bad about you, fronting and stunting for people, trying to impress people, that, they have to pretend that way, because if they don't, then they're exposed, because they acted like, I'm saying, nah, I'm saying, whoop, whoop. But the truth, that's the truth. Karmicville tarot reading. Everything is energy. Balance is key. Live for yourself. Be good to yourself. True to yourself. Align to your higher self. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to end up in Karmicville. At the end of the day, you are with yourself. Until next time, I send you guys so much love and light. I will upload this for y'all to the YouTube platform. I'm tired already. For those of you who are interested in seeing these on replay, so you can scan through it. Thank you, whoever came in and sent some love. I think I saw somebody send some diamonds or some roses or something. Thank you, sweetheart, so much for that. Much appreciated. I will upload this to the YouTube. And if you go onto TikTok, click the notification bell. Click the icon of YouTube. If you haven't, it'll take you over there. If you're guided to, hit subscribe and then notifications for all. And as soon as it's uploaded there, you'll be notified. If you're not already following me here and you feel guided to, and you like my style of what I do here, I invite you to follow me here. And if you want to be notified when I go live, click notifications for all of lives and you will be notified, okay? You're very welcome, Leah. I think that says Leah. Oh, she was saying you're welcome to me. Oh, thank you. All right, you guys. Everything is energy. Balance is key. Okay. Karmicville, they're sorry. Yeah, they're in despair. They fantasize about you. They know that you know more than they think. They wish you would come back, okay? Whoever they are, whoever that represents, okay? You're welcome, you guys. Talk to you guys later. Love and light. Namaste.